Can we all just take a second to appreciate that my curls seem to actually be fucking listening to me for once in my life? Some days it works out well, and then other days it doesn't, but today, except for this piece is making me question even bringing anything up, but I can't rock a center part. I look like Weird Al. Other than that stupid piece, the curl is working today. I am excited though, because next week I am finally getting a diva cut, which basically means that they are going to cut my hair dry and cut it curl by curl, and hopefully that will get rid of this triangle situation that I'm dealing with, because I want, literally, I brought this up a million times, I want big ass hair up here, and to get big ass hair up here, we gotta cut some of these layers a little shorter. So we'll see. I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie, because it is 1,000,000% different from any haircut, and I just haven't gotten my hair really cut in a long time, so, but I mean, I'm gonna take you guys with me, so don't worry about it. But anyways, why am I even filming this video? What is the goal here? I'm gonna do a get ready with me style video, maybe. Get ready with me is the dumbest name ever, because right now it is midnight o'clock. I'm going to bed after this, but hey, it gives us the chance to talk without it just being me talking. There's something to look at. I never really did get ready with me videos before recently, and I just find it interesting because you guys seem to like it, and I could talk about all of the shit that's not makeup, which I like. It's the best of both worlds, Hannah Montana. Let's get into it. As always, I'm not really going to be talking about what I'm doing because this is not a makeup tutorial, but if you're interested in any step, there will be links to all of the things that I use below. Most likely, if I can remember what they are. So the reason I'm filming right now at 11 o'clock, it's not 11 o'clock, it's midnight o'clock. I feel like my best videos are filmed in the middle of the night. I don't know if it's just because I'm out of my mind. I don't have to worry about interruptions or anything like that, and it always just seems to work in my favor. But for whatever reason, I feel like I get most stuff done when everybody is asleep or not home. It's so hard for me to focus and work. Well, I mean, I get it when Violet's home because she, she's a toddler. How old are kids when they're not toddlers? How long can I call my kid a toddler before she's not a toddler? At what point is she a child? I mean, she's a child right now, but at what point is she not a toddler? Anytime she sees me in here, in this room, she wants to come in and she wants to play and she wants to do makeup and she wants to do all of these things. And that is the death of productivity. We have a tough time sometimes because she just doesn't understand, no. She's got only child syndrome sometimes. If I'm like, no, we can't do this. Well, why? I want to do it, but why? And then it's just borders into that line of trying to defuse a bomb, pretty much. It can be so stressful. There's part of me that is like, no, listen, you have to listen to what I have to say. And it's the other part of understanding that kids are not going to react well when it's constantly threatening punishment. But sometimes it's just hard to constantly be on my toes with what exactly I'm bringing up to redirect her with. Especially right now where Paul's out of town right now. Paul actually, his right arm, he's doing an anime sleeve. And so he actually goes to this guy that lives in Iowa. His name's Andrew Douglas. You can find him on Instagram. But he does some seriously amazing work where it literally looks like it is taken from the TV and put on your arm. Super, super well done. And I can totally understand, if you're going to get something put on your body that's going to be there forever, you want it to look good. I mean, that's really the main reason it took me so long to even get my first tattoo, because it was just trying to find the right person for the job, trying to find someone that could do what I wanted, because it's not something that I ever want to settle. You know what I mean? You don't want to settle on something that is becoming literally a part of you. So I understand why he wanted to go to this guy. He had been following this guy for a really long time, always talking about his work, always looking at his work, and he lives in Iowa, and he went out there the end of last year, and I can't tell you how many compliments, every day he goes anywhere and there's somebody that's like, oh my god, that's the best Goku tattoo I've ever seen. So it's paid off for him. The price for the tattoo and flying out there and staying at a hotel all ends up being the same price for if he was to go to someone that is local and doesn't specialize in it, so wouldn't do nearly as perfect of a job. Because this guy basically only does anime tattoos, so he's incredibly good at it. So that's the main reason where it's like, I understand, because in the long run, it is costing him about the same that it would here. Of course, yeah, it is a lot more of a process, and when he goes out there, he's getting a lot more done than he probably would if it was local. What he has left is a little bit more filler on his forearm, and then he also has he's gonna get Final Fantasy all on the outside of his arm, so he has a couple more sessions that he's gonna do with him, but obviously because of it's not like it's somebody local and it's a gigantic process. He was telling me he wanted to tap out after he finished this one. He didn't want to do some of the filling, and I was like, this is your trip this year. So if you want to get it done, get as much as you can handle, because it's going to be a while before you're going back to get more. How do you ever just do your eyebrow way too big? He had been saving for this for a while, so it wasn't like an out of the blue thing. I'm pretty sure he booked the appointment like in November, so it was definitely something that he'd known about for a long time. I mean, I don't even know who the character is that he got, and it's still like, oh, it's really good. And it's huge. Like, in the pictures he sent me, it looked smaller than it is, because when I looked at how, like, the actual picture, I'm like, holy shit, it's his whole inner bicep. Ugh. And I asked him how that felt, and he said it was not great. He said it was like it was like getting your back tattooed, where it will hit like nerves that send weird, I did not like getting my back tattooed at all. His trip was today. He couldn't find an Uber driver, because I told him, I'm like, we can bring you, but I would rather not wake up Violet at 5:30, because Violet will be awake for the rest of the day if she gets up at 5:30. And there was no Uber anywhere close to where we live, so Violet got up at 5:30 today. I felt so bad. So my parents, they're going on a 3-week trip to Africa. This is their second trip to Africa. They absolutely loved their first trip, obviously, because they're going again. So they just told Violet that they're going, and so she got really, really upset because they're leaving. And, they're going to be in a lot of different places where they're not going to be able to talk to her regularly, and she talks to them at least once a day. And so she got really, really upset. But I felt so bad for her this morning, because we woke her up saying, Dad's going to the airport. We have to bring him to the airport. He's going to go on a little trip. And she's like sitting there on the toilet. She's sitting there crying, going, everybody's leaving me. I had to bribe her with Dunkin' Donuts munchkins so that she would not be sad anymore. Poor thing. I felt bad. But I told her she could sleep in my bed and we'll have a sleepover. So I had to go lay in there for ever until she fell asleep. She's just funny. She turns 5 in 1 month. How? I don't even have words. We are we're definitely going to start doing vlogs on, what's wrong with my voice? I keep getting this itch the more I talk. Ooh. What I was trying to say. We are definitely going to be doing vlogs on Leisha Vlogs starting in March. We are definitely going to be doing vlogs on Leisha Vlogs again starting in June. I don't really have a good reason for why we stopped doing them, except that I just kept feeling like I needed to be doing all of this crazy stuff to be doing vlogs. Like my actual life was boring or whatever, which I'm not saying it's not boring, but I kept thinking that the only things that were worth showing were like, oh, we went to Disneyland, or oh, we went to the aquarium, or oh, we did this. And I started to realize, like, once you've done one of those vlogs, for the most part, it's all kind of the same. So if that's all you're showing, that's kind of boring too. We've seen you at Disneyland. We've seen you do this. We've seen you do that. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with Leisha Vlogs. Part of me wants to sort of have more of an open dialect with TV shows, because I was planning to do it with Game of Thrones, where it was just basically doing a reaction kind of video to Game of Thrones each episode, talking about that, because I always love talking about that kind of stuff, and then that just didn't happen. I know Handmaid's Tale's coming out. Chernobyl I've been watching. Holy crap, that is I don't even have words for Chernobyl. Chernobyl's insane, especially the story itself is so haunting in the way it's filmed. Like, everything about the miniseries on HBO is amazing, and the way that it's filmed and the story, and it's just so haunting. The music, oh my god, everything just is so perfectly put together. But then when you add on that element of this is based on a true story, holy crap, it's just, it gives me chills. It gives me like, it's haunting. It's the only word I can think to describe it. It's just, it's a haunting feeling. I'm hooked. I think there's only one more episode, but I'm literally hooked on it. It's just, it's really good. I'm torn. What I was getting at is I'm torn because I want to do like, and I'm wondering maybe I could do both. Maybe I could just split up Leisha Vlogs into like different sections, but I don't know if people will like that. But I want to do videos where it's just me talking about things that I'm into like that, and baking videos and all this other crap. But then Violet loves to film videos about anything. She created this video like 2 weeks ago. She went into her little tent upstairs with her iPad and she made a makeup show, right? So she makes this makeup show. She goes, "Hey Violet Vlogs, it's Violet." And then she films herself putting on lip gloss.
Hello Violet Vlogs, it's Violet. Today we're going to do a really cool makeup show. I'm going to do makeup with you. I can't do it on you because I'm filming in the camera. You look pretty, I love you. This is a secret way yet. Don't tell anyone. Don't say it to anyone too. Beautiful. So then stay healthy. Do you like me? Look at my nails. They look so good.
It's, I and she brings it to me. She goes, "Mom, I need you to edit this video. I need you to edit my makeup show." If you follow me and Paul on Instagram, she regularly is doing videos on Instagram stories. She did one for me a couple days ago where she did a food video where she's sitting in the back seat of the car and she shows her snacks. So she shows Cheetos and she gives one to you to eat, and then she eats one. And then she does a review of her Goo Goos, which are her fruit snacks.
Today I'm going to show you this. It's yummy. It's called Goo Goos. We'll make this every day. Right, Mom?
Yeah.
First, we're going to try the strawberry one. And then the pear one. Yummy. And then the apple one. Yummy. Then the grape one. Yummy. I really brush my teeth. Then the carrot one. It's healthy because it's a carrot. Okay, hit it, Mom.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh. It cracks me up so much. So I want to definitely start having her do these because she loves it, for one, and two, because I know these are things that I'm going to want to watch later on is really another big part of it. And I've been just slacking on that. And I know I have like my little clips from Instagram and that kind of stuff, but it would also be nice to have more. I don't know if I should also just have like a third channel that's just Violet stuff. I don't know. I don't want it to get like too much because I don't know. You guys probably are well aware of this because it's painfully obvious, but I tend to get a little bit ambitious and have all of these plans for all of this stuff that I want to do, and then I don't follow through. It's a big problem of mine, and it's incredibly frustrating, not gonna lie. And so it's like I have all of these ideas and all this stuff, and it doesn't get actually put into production. It doesn't actually get going. But hopefully I can get my ass in gear, get my shit together. I know how much she loves those videos. What I was saying before though, she turns 5. She wants to have a unicorn party. She's very into unicorns right now, like to a degree that is, anytime she sees one, oh my god, it's a unicorn, I need it, Mom. So I gotta figure out what we're gonna do for that, because it's just so silly. Basically a month after that, she starts school. She's going to this school that's, I guess what they do out here is, it's called like partial year round. So that means that she will start school at the end of July, which is bonkers to me. I mean, she's going to start school before my birthday. My birthday is July 26th, and so she'll be in school before that, which is just nutso to me. Because of where her school is, there's no bus or anything like that because it's close enough to our house. It's like a 10-minute walk. I don't know if you know this, but July in Arizona, even at like 7:30 in the morning when we'd have to go to school, is hot as shit. Me and Paul are gonna have to create some like Mission Impossible with getting her to school, because the one thing I'm not really wanting to do at all is the parent pickup, because it's like a 45-minute line. So you either get there late and you wait 45 minutes, or you get there 45 minutes early. It doesn't matter. I don't want to do that. I don't have the time and energy to sit in a parent pickup line for that long. If you do, I kudos and I commend you, because that's some badass shit, but I can't do it. But man, I'm super nervous about her starting kindergarten. It's gonna be just a complete 180. I mean, when she was in preschool, she just graduated preschool. It was the cutest thing ever. She was going 3 days a week for 3 hours. Kindergarten is 5 days a week for 8 hours. So what we are going to have an adjustment period, both as a 5-year-old child going to school and then as a family who does not have a good morning vibe. As you can see, as I'm filming this at midnight. So it's going to be a serious adjustment to not only for her going to school for that long, but for us to get up and get our shit together and get our act in gear at that early in the morning. Oh my gosh. So we're really gonna have to have some like practice the whole month of July. Like the whole beginning of July is just gonna be like figuring out how to get that in gear, because it's gonna be something. I can tell you that much. But at the same time, like, I'm really excited for her because I know that she's going to love kindergarten. It's actually awesome. I got her this book on Amazon. Do you guys remember Brain Quests? Did you ever play that? I remember playing Brain Quests in the car when we would go on road trips and stuff. It was like this long card thing that was like on a key ring, and it was this deck where it was like Q&A, trivia kind of stuff. And I remember always having that in the car. Like, it was one of those road trip essentials. So I found on Amazon the same brand, Brain Quest, and they have this book that is specifically for our kids transitioning out of pre-K into kindergarten. So it's for like, so that they don't forget things as the summer goes by. So I got this for her just because I wanted her to have a little workbook for the summertime so that we don't completely forget everything that we learned in preschool. I mean, she's been reading books, and she knows her letters, and she's really good with how letter sounds. And I don't want her to forget all of that. I wanted to get this book just so that she could have, keep at it. And she's had workbooks in the past, but this one is so perfect for her. We only started it yesterday. She got it last night, and she's already, I think there's 8 sections, and we're already 2/3 of the way through the second section because she just doesn't want to stop doing it. She loves it. It's, just tracing letters and understanding math as far as like counting and shapes, and like, it's not anything difficult. But one of the things that I really like about it is that every page that you finish, you get to take a sticker out of the back and put it on this map. So then the map goes through, and this is like an incentive. So she gets excited because she gets to put stickers on the map. And so I had to tell her today, I was like, listen, I know you want to do more of the workbook. I know you're excited, but we're going to finish it way before kindergarten starts, and then you're going to forget everything. So I have to basically talk her down and be like, I'm so happy that you're excited about this. I'm so happy that, God, I don't know what's going on with my voice. I'm so happy that you like this book, because she just is obsessed. But I don't want her to blow through it so fast that we're done because right now it's almost 2 months exactly until she starts school. So I just don't want her to blow through it to the point where she's done with it next week. And on top of that, they have a lot of fun pages, but any that are tracing or writing letters, she's been having a tough time with that. Some of the letters she writes backwards, And I know all this is normal and everything like that, but something she loves right now is Yoshi. She's been playing Yoshi on the Switch, and so I have to explain to her, like, you weren't good at Yoshi at first. Yoshi was hard, but you kept playing and you learned and you got better. And it's the same thing with writing the letters. And then she's like, oh, and she like understands and can figure it out. It's cute. It's awesome when they get excited, or when Violet gets excited about getting better at something, you know? Like when she's able to comprehend like that things are going the right direction, that she's figuring stuff out. It just makes me so happy. But yeah, like that's pretty much what we've been doing. I showed on Instagram, I went axe throwing last weekend, and I went to a rage room last weekend. Both were crazy and really fun. I was awful at doing the rage room. I mean, no, the rage room I was great at. I was awful at axe throwing. And axe throwing was freaking frustrating because I went with my whole family, and everybody was kind of figuring it out. We went for my dad's 60th birthday. Everyone was kind of figuring out, getting really good at it, and I was not. I was the only one that really like way below everyone else in getting the hang of it. I think I hit the target and actually had the axe stick 3 times total, which we were there for an hour. There were a lot of throws that did not work. I was not good at it at all, but it's okay. We still had a lot of fun. My dad had a blast, and it was just fun to have everybody there with us and doing it all together as a family. But yeah, everybody was good at it except me. It was fun to try it because it was something that I had never done before. I've seen a lot of videos of people doing that and rocking it, and it was just not my thing. But the rage room I was great at. But I think that's about all I'm going to talk about for this video. I feel like I need to curl my lashes though. They are really stick straight. I've been loving not wearing lashes. Like, I just do not like wearing lashes, and I hate that so many people feel that they need to. But I'm not gonna lie, I do wish that mine didn't suck so bad. So that is about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you guys like these GRWMs. Oh my god, I just realized that get ready with me, it's like if a license plate was like Grey Worm. Okay, I don't have anything else to talk about in this video. I'll see you later.